June 2020. High in the freezing heights of Eastern Ladakh. Indian and Chinese troops stand just meters apart. Then, Galwan happens. 20 Indian soldiers martyred. China silent on its casualties. Nuclear-armed rivals on the brink of war. But here's the question no one in India talks about. Who helped India rearm at lightning speed, when tensions with China were at their peak? The answer might surprise you. It wasn't Russia. It wasn't America. It was Israel. And what Tel Aviv did during the Galwan crisis was a high-risk move that could have angered Beijing, the world's second-largest economy. This is the untold story. Segment 1. A friendship forged in fire. India-Israel defense ties didn't begin in 2020. In 1999, during the Kargil War, when Western nations imposed sanctions after India's nuclear tests, Israel stepped in quietly. It supplied 155mm shells for Bofors, laser-guided ammunition, lightning targeting pods for Mirage 2000s. Those systems helped India strike Pakistani bunkers without crossing the line of control. That war built trust. But Galwan would test it like never before. Segment 2, Galwan, the tipping point. In June 2020, the Galwan Valley clash triggered the worst India-China crisis in 50 years. Thousands of troops. Tanks deployed at 15,000 feet. Artillery locked and loaded. One wrong move, full-scale war. India needed real-time intelligence, long-range precision strike capability, anti-armor dominance, air defense upgrades, and it needed them fast. Israel delivered. Segment 3, the drones that watched China. India fast-tracked the acquisition of the Israeli Heron TP drones. These weren't ordinary UAVs. The Israeli Heron TP provided persistent high-altitude surveillance, real-time intelligence over the LAC, deep reconnaissance of PLA buildups. In mountainous terrain where satellites struggle and patrols risk escalation, these drones became India's invisible eyes. China knew it was being watched. Segment 4, tank killers in the Himalayas. By August 2020, Indian and Chinese tanks stood just hundreds of meters apart in Ladakh. India responded with emergency procurement of the Spike missile family. The game changer. The Spike NLOS, with a range of up to 50 kilometers. Fire and forget. Precision guided. Perfect for high-altitude anti-armor warfare. Against PLA mechanized units, this was a clear message. Any armor advance would come at a cost. Segment 5, air dominance and long-range strike. Israel didn't stop there. India acquired the supersonic Rampage missile under emergency powers. The Rampage missile. 250 kilometers range. Supersonic speed. Hard to intercept. Integrated on Su-30 MKIs, Jaguars, and MiG-29s. This meant India could strike Chinese forward infrastructure in Tibet without crossing into heavy air defense zones. Strategic deterrence had shifted. Segment 6, air defense and sky strikers. India also boosted SPYDER air defense systems, Sky Striker loitering munitions, joint production via Kalyani Rafale advanced systems. This wasn't just supply, this was strategic alignment. Segment 7, the risk Israel took. Here's what makes this story explosive. China and Israel have diplomatic ties. China is a massive economy. Beijing is a global power. By arming India during the crisis, Israel risked upsetting China. But it chose India. Why? Because defense partnerships are built not in press conferences, but in moments of crisis. And in 2020, Israel stood with India. Segment 8, Beyond Galwan. Today, Indo-Israel defense cooperation includes Barricade air defense systems, Israeli systems integrated into India's Tejas Mk1 and Mk1A, radar, missiles, targeting pods, helmet-mounted displays. From anti-tank warfare to air superiority, the partnership now spans every domain. And during later operations like Operation Sindoor, Israeli origin systems were again in action. Conclusion, strategic message. Galwan was not just a border clash. It was a test of alliances. When India needed rapid military reinforcement against China, Israel delivered drones, missiles, air defense, strategic support, quietly, swiftly, decisively. And that may have helped prevent a larger war. What do you think? Did Israel's support shift the balance during the Ladakh standoff? Was this the moment the Indo-Israel defense partnership became irreversible? Comment below. If you want deep, strategic analysis like this, subscribe to Indosphere Media. Because geopolitics is changing fast. And we decode it before the headlines do.